Gentlemen in the mix.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Friday stream and the beginning of the transition period from living here to somewhere else. As you can see, no more penthouse backdrop. Last night or yesterday was the last Birmingham penthouse stream ever, so it was really low-key. I didn't even talk about it. Didn't even think about it. Spent hours last night uninstalling my entire battle station. So tomorrow will be all packed up. Alright, so welcome though to a week closing on the stock market. It was freaking awesome. Gold too. Gold highest weekly candle close since April of last year. S&P 500. I know the NASDAQ or IWN broke out. S&P broke 4,058, so that's a breakout of sorts. We'll look at them, but first we start with the cryptos, your favorite, because you're obsessed. I get it. Give me an audio check too before we get into this, because I never know, man. I can't trust the audio mixer because it's failed me too many times in the past. Tell me what happens if I've noticed on my Miami streams on my travel setup, like there's too much noise in the background. If I turn this, I wonder, hold on. I know y'all are saying it's fine, but oh, okay. I think it would be if I do this, if I adjust this, the white noise, does the white noise go down or up at this current time? I don't know if it even does anything, right? Probably not. The white noise goes down. That's good, right? All right, so that means if it went down, that means that it is superior. Okay, so Bitcoin, if you don't know, just technically, and I'm talking barely, made its highest daily candle close since August 18th. That is real. That happened. You took out that 25th day on a close. Highest daily candle close on Bitcoin of the year of 2023. Highest level in months. That's great, man. But when more insane impulse candles versus just nothing burger up here? I think this is just your RSI. Still just elevated, man. 80. And all I had on Bitcoin was, don't have it here right now. And this is kind of real. It's kind of just like having fun, screwing around with the channel tool 1 and 2 on the top. You get 1 on the bottom, and then it perfectly touches again. So, and it's been holding since a couple days ago. Don't know if it's going to sustain. I'm not even really that concerned with it. I guess there'll be a breakdown if it did, but the way we've been looking at it is it's a rectangle right now that failed to break out again today, right at its high point yesterday you saw 23,511, and now you're at 23,062. So you got pretty decent swing in price. And it was just kind of like the twin sister rectangles of sorts, right? Just gotta wonder, will it break upward from this or not? I mean, you failed once more. All we need though, right? I mean, are we that concerned with Bitcoin in terms of we need it to go to 28K, 30K now immediately? What we need Bitcoin to do, if you're a serious swing trader in this market in crypto, you just want Bitcoin to hang out. Just keep doing what it's doing. No big sell-offs. We also don't want to, if it violently breaks upward, I mean, altcoin's probably going to get left in the dust some. We just want it to gradually do what it's been doing, because every day there's a different one that was showing an impeccable setup that catches bids when Bitcoin barely does anything. It's like there's a highlight. You know what happened to, remember the joke Flux? The thing's up over 50% from when it was identified January 4th. It was a perfect opportunity. And it was the one that was up 20+% yesterday. Well, what else? You know, there was another one. My problem is being on this travel setup. I'm just kind of limited compared to how I was. One thing that did happen, though, before we get into others, is let's talk about Cardano breaking out. We do have a look. There it is. Jesus chimes. If I had it. January 27th, yesterday, Universal Time. A candle close. Confirmed breakout on the 4-hour. A candle closed confirmation breakout. God, this mouse, man. Mouse pad. What in the... Dude, got to figure out something better than this. This is so lame. Another breakout. The breakout on the daily has been confirmed with a candle close. There it is. You see it, right? Your trend line was breached. But just above it, you've got the 200-day moving average. It was never about breaking the supply line. It was about the 200, the supply line, and the key level from 2018. Where is the data? Oh my God, man, sorry. Yeah, it was also about, like, look, it's cool though. You broke above the candle high close from May of 2018, 37 cents. That's great. Now let's break 41 cents. 41 cents. Candle high close in February 2018. That's the big level. I mean, you're approaching it. Look, there's also one time in January 2021, and it's been support before, resistance kind of. So, I mean, you are not out of the woods by any means. It's just a start. It's like one of the 3 or 4 things that needed to be done for some sort of breakout, right? It could easily just fail immediately. This is exactly where failures occur after impulses like that. They hit these levels and they reverse, okay? But the thing about it is, it could reverse, but there's no strong indication the buyers are exhausted, right? You don't have that. You don't have buyer exhaustion on anything crypto on the daily plus. They've just completed these nice impulses up. A lot of assets are up 30 to 50% plus from 3 weeks ago, and all that's happening is bullish convergence. The MACD histograms are all getting near neutral reset, because when they get to neutral again after the big wave, it's the reset, and what can happen is the negative momentum builds on sell-offs, or the buyers take back over. The positive momentum begins to build again, starting to build after kind of resetting there. So I don't understand why this is so... I gotta figure something out. I don't have like anything here that I could use as a mouse pad, really, that would actually work where I'm at. Oh yeah, I do. I have some new books I bought that are downstairs, but I gotta box them up. Super chat is zoomed. I don't know what's up with that. Gosh dang it, man. Sorry, I'm just like all screwed up here trying to... Oh, this is better. There we go. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that chat box is kind of messed up. Let me see if I can... There we go. This is an old one. How about that, Larry? It's a little bit better, yeah. Okay, so that was Cardano breaking out. Sorry about this. Ethereum, let's go to Ethereum real quick. It's just consolidating at an 88% retrace. I wouldn't even say it's doing anything. I think the best word for it would be it is pausing. There is no indication that this is where it's topping out. Not yet. And there is, again, we just talked about, there is no bearish divergence. So no strong reason to believe we're going to reverse violently here soon. A pullback would be probably your best case scenario for bears. Just a pullback. Momentum has shifted. I think if you do get any sort of moderate pullback, it will just end up being a higher low than the December lows and November lows. Hidden bullish divergence will develop, and then you'll pivot hopefully at 1420 and then run again. But there is no indication that you're even going to see 1420 because of a momentum driven asset class like this. You know how it works. There's just no sign of a big reversal yet. Oh my God, here we go. Here we go. Is it gonna do it? I can't say anything. Just give me a sec. Wow, pay attention. Oh no, he didn't do it through the.
Hey, Mitch, can you please
dang it,
check
dude.
out Coinbase, COIN? What's your
He didn't do it
opinion
through
on
one
this
up coin, so it's not gonna work.
35.30 and want to know how greedy to be. Thanks.
You know what I'll do though? Thank you. I'll get to these super chat. Chris M, thank you, dude. Bet, thank you, dude. Let me do something for him because he deserves this. Because he just did this.
We appreciate the stream regardless, even though we're in the middle of moving.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate the appreciation. Let me just do one thing for our boy that just happened, and this is massive, okay? This doesn't happen like ever, okay? So just patience. What? This is for you, Zupa Mela 69. Wow, dude, thank you so much. Holy crap. This is it, chat.
Zupamela 69 tipped $3,600. Joined the Citadel for 2 years.
Wow, dude. Thanks so much. We talked about this. We made it happen. You know, if someone is going to go, if you can't join for 2 years for real, but we have a way where we can moderate that and we can make it happen. So if you do want to join for a year or plus with crypto, we can work with you on it. It's a little bit more work on our end, but thank you, Zupa. Can we please get some hype in the chat for that? That's the first person to ever join double annual, right? So they're a annual patron or annual Citadel member 2 times now. Jeez. Okay, and thank y'all for the contributions before that. Thanks for the 620 people here. Well, we got some crazy stuff happening, right? Trying to get everything rolling again. Whew. All right, so Ethereum, I mean, you're coin flipping here in terms of reasonable areas for fresh entries. And the way I think you're so strong here, no pullback, 1730, 1972, $2,000. Where is the pullback? It's not happening. Context before the pause at the exact same high from before, higher lows than the previous low. It's just momentum has shifted to buyers quietly. And these are some promising signs, okay? So I would not be shorting Ethereum at the 886 of this right now. I wouldn't. You don't have enough of an argument just because there's a completed M shape on a potential type 1 return where you haven't even had an actual type 1. You would not be shorting this. Your argument, again, is not there. Anyway, let's go to BNB. Brad, you want to get our person access like we talked about? I'd really appreciate that. Let me know. Here's BNB. I don't think you even care about the daily anymore. It's too much noise, too many support. If you really care about BNB, this is the way I think one would look at it. Just go to the weekly and forget about anything else. The weekly, it's very simple. It take all that. There's too much on the daily and lower. They're really just too much. So the weekly makes it way clearer for you to see. It's just a potential bullish dragon pattern. The breakouts 330, 350, breaking 350. I think you are going to see 482, 563, and $800 eventually for an all-time high. It's potential. It hasn't broken out yet, so you can't say, oh, it's certainly happening. It's just, you got to understand the psychology of buyers and sellers on significant time scales at key inflection points, what it represents. This represents the sellers tried so hard after a massive drawdown to break that support and go to 40, but then the buyers defended it. And then for a second time, the sellers attempted to break that level, but they failed miserably. In fact, it was so miserable, a higher low got put in. Accumulation argument locally. Long established uptrend. We know it's a bull trend long term. So that's why BNB, you look at the weekly and nothing else for now. Okay. Working on your highest weekly close since October. All right. Let's go to XRP. Oops. I knew I knocked that. Jeez. You know, sure the audio's good, dude. It seems so loud on my side. XRP, still just on Breakout Watch. It's on Breakout Watch. Once this level's broken for real, 42 cents, this is when I think you see a massive markup in price. Who cares about the daily? Just like BNB, you don't even have to concern yourself with anything lower than the weekly now. Because we know the daily looks good. Fine. Weekly, even better. That's it, man. That's like just, I wish it was more complicated, but, you know, any ways you look at it, I think you've broken out. What if you use this wick high? I mean, look at that. Even if you use that wick high up there, it's 1, 2, 3 touches. It's perfect. It's just like Shiba, and it's set up like Shiba from a supply line breach. Okay, wonderful. And the second low on the 7th was the breakout back test. Israel, you understand, right? He says, holy S, 3600, I need to be a streamer. With that mentality, you'll never become successful just because you see someone else. Like, that's like, hey man, this is the big leagues, dude. I'm professional live streaming, right? Professional NFL player, professional lawyer, professional doctor. Okay, dude, you can go watch an NFL player, go make it look easy. And you don't think about all the stuff that he's doing in the off season, right? So I'm just saying, maybe people think, do I make live streaming look easy? Because I have enough technical difficulties every effing day. But yeah, that's just how it goes, man. Okay, so I mean, you're talking about 1/10 of 1% of live streamers. Statistically. Plus, it's like, look, think about the content I'm providing.
I hope you have fun in Miami. Stay away from the booger sugar clinking beer mugs. 0.006270000 ETH.
Yeah, I prefer the liquid form. Yeah, thank you, dude, George, for the 1005. Much love. TTS is, yeah, I know, I don't understand. Well, what I did was I actually spent a good amount of time last night. I changed the TTS. You will no longer hear the little fairy girl. It's always going to be a grown A man that is British or American and maybe German. I think we have one Australian. I threw in a wild card Australian TTS variation last night. Good luck finding it. I can't even remember which one it was. I knew it was a super chat. Good luck. I doubt you will find it. Tommy, the beauty of this is I'm like, yeah, a legacy as a child, but like you are all, if you were learning from me in any capacity, if I've influenced you in any formal way at all, you are my child, right? You are my children in regards to that, right? Just because, what do you do to a child? You raise your child, right? You instill values into them, good, positive values. Well, so the good news about me is, hey, if I'm gone tomorrow and don't exist anymore, boom, legacy. It's already happened. So now you have to call me daddy, Kappa. I'm kidding, but I was speaking in a it's like a euphemism, right? I'm not saying you are my children, literally. I'm just saying, right, in that way. Okay, so XRP, Kangs, and time. The only people that will win are the patient ones. That's all I can say. I think you trying to wait for the impulse candle, you're just gonna be sleeping. You'll wake up and you missed it. You missed the 20% update on XRP. Okay, so XRP, and then we look at Matic that did break out yesterday, or it broke out a couple weeks ago. It's been consolidating sideways for a while. It broke out, it back tested, now it's really going. Matic is working on its highest weekly candle close since April, just like gold. Wow, man. That's strong. That's really, really strong. The outperformance, think about what happened to, Ethereum. It lost 83% of its value from its low to the summer high. This one only lost 50% of its value at its low, and then it made a higher low and engulfed at the beginning of the year. And number go up ever since then. It's wild, dude. So we still have a target of 120 to 124, but guess what, dude? You're almost there. So now we'll talk about you're approaching the inflection zone. You're approaching a high to low 886 to 125. If that ever breaks, it's now appropriate to talk about the next level. If you broke that level, I don't think anything makes sense at all until 162 to 170. So that means if you were to break the zone cleanly, you would have another 30 to 37% upside, okay?
Mitch, can you chart Uniswap? I bought a lot of it on spot. If this shit gets anywhere near $30, you're getting a Rolex sent your way. 0.009458881 ETH.
Uniswap, yeah, I mean, it was okay. It already broke a supply line, but it was one of those, most of the losers that kind of, they all broke their supply lines, but they had been performing really well the past couple days. Uniswap, yeah, see what I'm talking about? You broke the supply line undeniably. Anchor points April, August, November of 2022. You breached that on the date of January 13th of this year. You've now back tested that level that was once a supply line, right? There used to be supply here. There is now demand here. And locally, it seems like some sort of high or low. It does look really good. We talked about this yesterday. You're in between two levels, right? The demand line now and the key candle open from September 2020. I think if you break that, that's where there could be a massive markup to 867. 867. Some overhead resistance, and I think it would line up with just a wave structure from a high to low. The 78% retrace is up there, so that would be the target. 867, and then 925 after that, the 886 to complete the XABCD. All right, you're on the C to D wave now. So if you're just patient, I think that you definitely going to see higher prices. Just have an alert set up above $7, because above that beep, Uniswap's breaking out. But I don't know, man. I'm just not big on assets where the team actually hires people based on their gender or sex or race or political identity. I don't know. They don't hire their developers based on merit. That's known. It's the only crypto I've ever heard of that does that. So that's like why. Screw this asset. The good news is these things don't trade based on stuff like that. They really are just structures. Look for the structures, right? I mean, I think this breakout, just because they're a joke like that, doesn't mean this asset can't easily go to 867. or $9. So anyway, just like, hey man, Monero is a crazy privacy coin that's amazing, unhackable. Okay, well, you know, it's not going to trade well based on that. You know, well, basic attention token. It's a browser and it works and it's been around for years. Doesn't trade that way, right? It doesn't matter about the project or who the developers are. It really just, I think, TA 886's macro reversals, sentiment, momentum. Someone tipped, but it didn't come in, did it? What's going on? Well, let me check. Him again says, thanks Mitch for everything you have done for the community and myself. I've been camping the charts like a hawk during December, January. You allowed me to get entries right. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for watching, because my God, man, they were all there. They were there, man. Hey, you wanted to change your life for the better. You wanted to make some money for real, some real money. You needed to be around late December, early January. If you were, you win. If you weren't, there will be another time. But the good news is we're at a time where there are all these developed patterns across all markets, individual assets out there that are they're right now, like entry right now if one's willing. My God, just yesterday, right? What about ENS Citadel members? ENS, EOS. I mean, instead of just, there are trades, not just like the cycle reversing harmonics that take 200 days. There are other ways to trade too. After those cycle ending reversals occur, you know, you go 50%, you consolidate for a couple weeks, and then, you know, it's a pin it, and then all of a sudden this level from history has been breached, been back to like Matic, right? It was a breakout. We had identified the breakout. It had been holding for a week or two, and now it's accelerating to the next level. So you can trade continuations, not just reversals. Now, I think reversals are the lowest risk, right? With the most upside. But Cardano, here we go. My alert has gone off on this asset where it is just moments ago. Wow. Can we please get Jesus chimes? Jesus chimes for Cardano that has just tested the 200-day simple moving average for the first time officially since November 22nd, 2021. A long time ago. Breaking news. Cardano is attempting to breach that level and could be headed to 41 cents from here. Broke out yesterday quietly as the world stopped caring about Hoskins & Son. But dude, you can't sleep on this stuff. But let's just see. There was no confirmation low. It was just, and it was in the middle of nowhere. It just kind of reversed, man. Maybe a fib extension locally, but that's it. I'll have another alert. I'll set up another alert if we're pumping. If it's a Cardano pump show, we'll come back to it. All right. Very good. A chart you found from the, what could have given me that idea that you came from the Hex community with the name of H Hart? Should be H Schuler. And I'm glad you're here, right? It's just, I want to be a gateway. If Hex was the gateway to get you to traditional technical analysis, I'm all for Hex then, right? Because I know there were a lot of people from the Hex community just because the market was bullish and I was covering it. They came in, but most left because everything reversed and it became bearish, and I went bearish on Hex, right, for a long time. And so they were gone, but a few of y'all stuck around and are still here, and that's what I'm talking about. I'm okay with that. Oh, getting Zupa $30 on the Uniswap. Is that crazy? Or let me make sure. Yeah, that's crazy. $30 on Uni. I mean, I think you're at a point where you could be one low, the second low. How about we send a Rolex at 13, 14 bucks? I mean, $30. That's... I'm probably not getting a Rolex anytime soon. Give me something more reasonable, dude. Yeah, because I think, like, yeah, really breaking. I think you got 867 and 13, 14 bucks. Above 14 would be like 20 bucks, and then 30 after that. Yeah. Okay, so thinking here. Let's look at Doge real quick. Up 1.1%. Dude, this thing is ready to go. I'm not kidding. If one's actively in a trade, which it's extremely reasonable, it's been reasonable since the beginning of the year. One's just waiting for moon or collapse stop loss. But one would be wise to be owning Doge since the beginning of the year, and you're just waiting. Only the patient are going to win on these daily patterns. I'm telling you. Eventually, the way it looks to me is 9.1 cents absorption of remaining supply, and when the supply is completely absorbed, we will run up to 10.6 to 11 cents, and once that's broken, bye-bye. 15, 18 cents, probably the highest highs of the new rally, the new trend that's been in development since June of last year. What's up, Benny? Thanks, dude. Another Hexagon turned TA respecter. Okay, Doge, patience. You will win. Shiba, you've been a winner. You are a massive winner if you've been in on this. I know it's been tough, though, to just sit and wait since the 18th for nothing to happen, right? After that spectacular 20% day pullback, you're fine. You're above the 200-day moving average. All is fine for higher prices. You can't even care about the daily, even though the daily looks pretty interesting here, pretty good now. I mean, it's not the daily. You're not even trading the daily. You are trading the weekly on Shiba. If you're trading the Shiba weekly, you wait till 1700 to even think about anything. 1700, 2000, 2700, 3000. Those are your big targets of there. I mean, those are like just, okay. But if you're just talking about what could happen for any kind of moderate retrace, depending on where you Fibonacci, it doesn't, like I'm saying, even if you just say this was like descending burning wedge breakout, and you were just going to measure from the high point of the, after the crash, it began to start making that down sloping resistance, right? It started to become manufactured December of 2021. So maybe that would be how you anchored for reasonable Fibonacci. And you're talking, since you bottomed out, you have not even seen a 23% retrace. I'm talking like a 618 from a very conservative Fibonacci top. You're talking like a 618's 2725 confluent with the high from March of last year. I mean, those are where you're looking. That's probably where Shiba will go if this plays out, which it looks like it probably will. It's just, you have to give it time, man. We've been talking about this for weeks though, right? Too long, didn't read. Okay. Sheeb, moon soon on weekly, if you're patient. Moon soon weeks ago, but more moon soon. What's the question? People ask, when moon without the H, just W-E-N. Once you break that 1340 level, there will be a massive markup, 25 to 35%. You're already up on your position 50% plus. So you're already in great shape. You virtually caught the bottom, man. It's really hard catching the bottom. Well, with the harmonic though, are you really catching the bottom? No, you're catching the second bottom or the third bottom. This was the bottom in June. Who in the world would know? But when you develop a 200-day large harmonic, type 1, type 2, you can get virtually the bottom. Just like oil, flip the chart over. You could have gotten the top on oil, on the harmonic. Okay. Let's just check in on the ones we know. Do we have a request? Check out coin. Oh, you want coin, Chris? Let me see if there's anything else. I don't think so. Yeah, let's go to coin. That was harmonicking, right? It was doing stuff. Still doing it. Well, actually, I think it was Hood that was harmonicking. This one hit all-time lows and was trash. Reminds me of something like Tezos, dude. Did you hit a Fibonacci extension? You didn't even hit a 1272. Nah, it was just legit like a false bearish breakdown at all-time lows and number go up. There wasn't really much. This happens, man. Sometimes there's just not a good argument and an asset can pivot randomly and run, and that's the casino. That's like where you go to the slot machine and you hit the lever, and this time you won. The lights flash and music goes off. Wow, dude, I did it. Congrats if you were in on the roulette lever pool. I would prefer to try and at least try to play some poker. Or, you know, hey, look, this is Hood in the same joke category as Coinbase. An 88% retrace at a low from May. At least you had that. You didn't get a type 2, really. But, again, you had that and you had bullish divergence. So all day you're looking for assets where you can say, I'm not playing the game of chance. I'm playing more so the game of skill, where you're able to identify predictable patterns that have been researched historically, and they're all happening at key inflection points. So Hood broke out. What's up, Kickin' Chicken .crypto? Thanks, dude. HBAR, it was one of those losers that just randomly pumped off its lowest lows, and we'll look at it for sure. Thanks, dude. So Robinhood had its highest daily candle close since November 7th and breached the lows from late January, February of last year. I think this could have consequence. Let's see. Now, of course, you'd always want to type 2, but my God, off just the 886, up 38% in 28 days. I think that's pretty amazing, dude. Okay, this is how things reverse. I'm not kidding. Please look at this just for a sec. I know it's a loser. Look at the harmonic. Look how it looks. Burn the image in your mind for just a moment, and then we can look at some history on old Activision Blizzard. That is very interesting. I think Activision above $75 could be really good, but just look at the same picture. The massive drawdown on Activision back in 2018 or just 2019. Look what happened. The pattern developed, and the bottom was put in. It went all the way to all-time highs. Please don't ignore sharks after long extended downtrends or moves down, waves down. Okay, so we'll go back to coin for the sake of the contribution. I appreciate it. He didn't want to see coin. He didn't want to see Hood. He didn't want to see Activision. He wanted to see this. So bullish engulfing candle confirmed. Your highest daily candle close since, I would say, November 1st of last year. That's really good. I think you have a false bearish breakdown on your hands. And if it just runs, I think $75, $75 next. That's it. You can say Hood looks ghetto, but recognizable ghetto. This is unrecognizable ghetto. Yeah, it was just one where hands off, even if it pumped. Like, that's our job. Isn't to try to find a pump on everything. Our job is just to find the things we look for. This one wasn't showing us the things we looked for at all. I think it probably broke a supply line. Yeah, okay, cool, dude. The supply line broke, dude. No back test. It's just kind of blah, whatever. That's your coin. But if you look at the weekly, probably like a massive potential double bottom occurring. Like, you could look at this like insane bullish divergence on the weekly, and it's just like one low and then the second low. Kramer reaffirms that he's bearish on crypto, and then this thing's probably gonna go test $98 and eventually go make 100% measure move. You could be going to $200 eventually, just because the what the sorry, what's up, William? I didn't see that. Oh, yeah, man. Rain, shine, or hurricanes. He's a win against... Oh, yeah, Oklahoma. Yeah, the Big 12 battle, whatever. The little tournament thing they do with the SEC and the Big 12. Yep. It should be. Man, it's just crazy how good we are. It's like basketball. It's good consolation for getting left out of the playoffs where we would have curb stomped TCU. Unquestionably, we very well could have beaten Ohio State. I think it would have been very close, just like the Georgia game. So we were arguably, and I think we would have beat Michigan. That's just my opinion. You know, just having whatever. It's okay because next year's upon us. Alabama finished high school recruiting 9 5-stars, by far the most. Like the best recruiting class possibly ever. That's just insane, dude. So there's your Coinbase on the weekly. Actually pretty promising. Can't say, I mean, it's really, like where you are, if you're looking at the weekly, I don't think you want to own the asset probably below this low from May of 42 bucks. But there could be a lot of upside, man. Just think about a high to low here. Like a 23% retrace is 112. That means it almost doubles in price just to see the most shallow retrace. Yeah, man. Basement. Welcome to the basement. This is where geniuses can make some insane money, as we've already seen in crypto and some of the stocks, right? Let's see, was there another request or not? Well, we looked at Uniswap already. HBAR, okay. HBAR again was just one of those losers that it got slaughtered, randomly reversed because of the macro. This one probably hit a fib extension. Okay, okay, this one's okay. It hit a 1618, like Tezos, and that was it. I mean, a 1618, and then it was gone. The gold mean ratio, that's beautiful. But like now, since then,
for real. Thanks for the review.
I don't have to make you feel good. I try to make you feel good though, you know, with tough love. But thank you, man, for the 25 on the day, I believe. So after it broke the supply line and it ran straight up to 6 cents, broke that, then went straight up to 8 cents, and then pulled back. Never back tested 6 cents. It's just consolidating sideways. It's pretty strong. Like, I mean, like, you know, what happened? GG, oh my god, how about the chat? But I don't have my soundboard, dude. Wow.
JG tipped $105.12. Most legit stream on the whole www. Less than 3. No one can ever really fully appreciate what you shared with us peeps. What you teach us over the years, and what an incredible stream this is today. Locals on the 8 would be an understatement. 1.18181800 LTC.
Dang, JG, thanks for the 1.18 Litecoins, $105.12. And sorry to say, your words definitely worth more than the amount you just tipped. Dang, man. That TTS is, I don't know what's up with my audio mixer right now, but it sounded really, really quiet. Gosh dang it, I don't know why. Let me see if I can adjust that. Maybe it's, oh, now I know why. I think it's louder now. Oh dude, I don't know, on the World Wide Web, dude, come on. How can that even be gauged? It's so subjective, right? But I appreciate that you think that. Thank you.
That process remains very mysterious.
Local needs to be an understatement. What do you mean about that, though? I don't get that. Local needs.
Which remains, that process remains very mysterious to me.
What is that noise? Is that part of the song? Music's way louder. Okay, thank you, dude. Please always message me and tell me that. Okay, I turned down the audio, the music, but the TTS should be louder now. How about now? I turned it down, chat. Is it better? Okay, CryptoClan says better. Ezra. Okay, sweet. So I guess now we just put it to the test if someone tips again, which we can't know if that's going to happen or not. Okay, so your HBAR, I mean, you know, you're getting me to look at something that I didn't really like it because it wasn't showing us the variables we look for an awesome trade. You know, it was just one of your
Pull
jokes.
back on CCL?
Yeah, anonymous pullback on the on multiple cruise line companies and gold today and gold miners. You know, it happens, man. You're not gonna get it moving every day. Beats louder. No, I can only really take feedback seriously from mods because there's just too many people that would try to just troll. So you haven't made a higher high yet. Breaching 8.5 cents is the high, I think, and that's it, dude. Above that, oh god, I'm not kidding. On HBAR, above 8 cents equals doubling in value. So if that level ever gets breached, I have an alert here because I know the significance of it. You break that, it's like double up. Like you go to 16 cents. Louder than normal. Can try to fix that. Audio better now, Brad? A little quieter? Should be. Okay, that's HBAR. There's just, you know, sometimes there's just nothing to look at in an asset, even if it's up and pumped, and all we can do is look at the levels most of the time. If you're not tipping for a particular reason, an argument for a reversal or something, most of the time all we can do is look at the levels and talk about the levels and the ifs. If one level's broken, where the next target would be, or the other way around. Okay, sweet. Time, man, no, this is not the new penthouse at all. I am moving in 1 week. I will be moving. So I will be here for another 7 days to stream and stuff. To, you know, it's where I've been living. Was there another request? So we haven't been able to get into the S&P and stuff. HBAR.
IDS on LSE weekly, please.
Hey, it's G-Dog. What's up, dude? Yeah, we'll look at IDS. Let me knock out these index funds for you real quick, because, you know, the week closed, dude. This is spectacular. I mean, look what happened. 4,058 was broken yesterday, and you caught follow through today, and that is real. That is a swing low from May of 2021. Some seriously good development here. Now it is time. 4,100 must be breached. You got to break that. You run to 4,300, and then that's when things start getting really interesting. Because when you sell off and you make a higher low again than 3,800, then all of a sudden 3 higher lows and the same highs are slightly higher highs. Really interesting here, okay? Dow Jones, that is the closest to a trend reversal, still elevated. Got to breach this 34,280 level, but for now, it's like a pennant. All right, you have just neutral consolidation up against a key level that you're above it, really. So pretty close to breakout too. Yeah, this is really, really intriguing on the Dow Jones. NASDAQ Composite also had a great day and your highest daily candle close since September 14th. And guess what? Well, we talked about one thing that needed to be done that had not happened until today was a breach above the December 13th high. Now we can say that, oh, a higher high of some sort's getting put in. But remember, this is just a good old-fashioned dragon trade where you got the head, the 2 feet, the spine, and the hump. You've just broken out. We got that formal back test of the breakout a couple days ago, and now you're rallying off of that. And the target from here is 11.9 to 12,070. And the gray zone is your next target here. That is freaking great, dude. IWM, Rush 2000, made its highest daily candle close since September 12th. I think that's amazing. You've also breached the swing low from January, February of last year. It's been very heavily regarded as resistance. You're above it. You engulfed bullishly today. You engulfed the previous candle. The previous candle was a back test of the breakout. Wow, how about that, huh? Text tip, oh my god! Up in the chat! Dude, let's go.
Text tip tipped $118.10. Greatest is always Mitch. 10,000,000,000,000 SHIB.
Wow, thanks for the 10 million Shiba Inu coins. Type in the chat, dude. Let's go. I'm a Shiba, beyond Shiba millionaire, bro. Alright. Everyone in Miami is gonna be like, dude, did you know that guy owns Shiba? He owns Shiba coin, man. Oh my god. Eggs and Shiba? Whoa. Thanks, dude. Wow. Unreal. Let's look at Tesla real quick because, dude, 21% in 2 days. What? Just crazy, right? It was up 10% yesterday. It was up 11% today. And you are now at a formal level, right? 180, 182 that was tested formally before collapsing to the next levels. And now running right back up. This is like V-shape on steroids. Wow. I'm talking about a V. You got your V off the lows. Tesla is up 78% in 3 weeks. Woo. Should up by now. Kappa. So there's a level where you think a reversal could happen, a gap fill down at 144, but if you break it, 209. Easy 209. This is wild, dude. This is crazy. Crazy stuff. New year, new price. Thanks for the over 700 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, that sub, where things are very promising. We could have another good weekend. And it's someone asked, like, why? Because the way the setups are and the way we're getting these weekly closes on stocks and the way crypto's elevated, Bitcoin's performance is good. When those are the market conditions on a weekend and you've just been a market participant for so long, you know what can happen to altcoins in those conditions. And what can happen is absolute absurdity. Oh, this asset randomly is up 25% today. And I say random because any of them could be up. But look at, for instance, Engine Coin on the new day is up 10%. It's the weekend. It's officially Saturday in Universal Time's eyes. And Engine Coin has just hit its highest level since November 8th and is now butting up against a 47-cent daily candle high close from January of 2021. You are on the cusp of a breakout. This is it, dude. Bitcoin just kind of hangs out after everything just going the way it is. Altcoins can go nuts. It's beautiful, dude. I'll have an alert set up. We hear the beep. You're hearing a massive breakout. We know how big of a deal it is because it's been a support in July of last year too. We went straight up to 73 cents. Above 47 cents equals 62 cents, then 73, 76 cents after that, okay? But what about Manacoin? Manacoin is so strong, dude. Oh, it's stupid. It's like all you got is just like this flagstaff. You have a flagstaff on the daily. And guess what? Absorbing the remaining supply probably at 73 to 75 cents. And once that's broken, you go up 25 to 30% more.
People's crypto arbitration. Hero chickens.
A lot of Wall Street indicators and individuals are calling for a 20 to 30% drop next month. Your thoughts?
Well, I mean, like, that's like, I'm not a guy to be making calls, dude. That's their job. They get paid to make calls. My job is to read charts and to talk about what's developed, what's going on, and to try to tell you if there is a discernible edge or not. They're the ones that make calls, you know, like people on Twitter, they do the calls. I just be like, hey, there's a potential inverse head and shoulders the size of a year. And if 150 is breached by the buyers, because I don't know, there's massive upside on QNT. That's what I do. So a 20, 30% drop, I mean, they're telling you, like, what? I mean, how often, like, okay, let me just ask. People that listen to institutions give out public information for free to people, how well does that work? How much money have people made by just tailing institutions' public opinions on what's going to happen next month? Right? Oh, my audio stopped. Let me change it up. Okay, it's a new set, so I am going to need a little bit more feedback from mods on the audio right now. Thanks for the 720 people here. We have 299 likes. That's pathetic, dude. Are you kidding me? 299 likes, meaning, oh, no one cares about Mana about to possibly break out again and go berserk just like it did. Momentum-driven asset class. This is too strong a price action up against the resistance. Once that breaks, it's gone. We'll just have stupid update again. Sand 2. KSM is beautiful. KSM with its, just on yesterday's close, the highest daily close since November 5th. Currently, right now, as of the new day, hitting its highest level of the year 2023 and since November. And there's nothing here. Not really. Maybe you want to try to say that one time in October 2020, but the target's still $43 eventually. It's been that way since $23, $24. It's been that way. You don't believe me? Go watch the January 4th live stream. Or type in KSM in the general chat in the Discord and find where I have it timestamped for you. Just click on that link and watch the analysis. So Triple Magic, Sub Julia. Algo was the one that was trash. All it did was it happened to hit a support, showed divergence at the support. This was the target. The downside target was 16.69 cents. You tested it like the Jesus, and the reason why it was the downside target below 27 cents was because it's the only thing that made sense really to me, and it hit that. And when it hit that, that's when the macro started recovering, and it's virtually V-shaping right back up to the key inflection point of 27 cents. That's where you got a couple more cents to go. 1.5 cents to go before you're testing this, and I have no idea if you break it. If you did, your target's 37 cents. But this is just, it was a big loser, man. It was a beautiful bearish pattern that developed in the end. And from the bearish breakdown of that pattern for real, it lost 40% of its value in 38 days. That's like 1% a day. FTM was gorgeous. It was a winner in ways. It wasn't your best because it did make a slightly lower low, but it was a 113 identifiable bullish shark. The spring, the back test of spring, and this is a textbook example of the consequences of a spring back test and why one should, I think, if you can, have this implemented into your strategy. If you're able to identify a trade setup and at the entry of your trade setup, it happens to be off a spring back test, I think you're going to have wonderful results. Because look at this. I mean, it's up well over 100% since its spring back test, and you had, you know, since time immemorial to long. I mean, you had from the 18th to the 1st. Wow, Engine Coin is mooning right now. Engine Coin breaking resistance. There it is. This is the daily candle high close from January 25th, 2021. You're breaking it right now. It's up 13.337%. Elite, dude. I'll have another alert set up if we're really going. But yeah, there you have it, man. It's the weekend, and the way everything closed, conducive environment for altcoin, an altcoin weekend. Just like last weekend was the same thing, dude, and things did pump. All right, so, you know, FTM, the spring back test, great look. GRT was in the mid-range. It was at all-time lows, but it hit a 1.414 fib extension, and you got a type 2 return. You got a double bottom, and you got bullish divergence on the double bottom. Then you broke a supply line, and then you broke a confirmation line. Then you back tested the confirmation line as support, and now you're running like crazy. And you are just on the new day, today, highest price you've seen since November 6th of last year, approaching the old all-time low of 10 cents. If you break that, fireworks. Fireworks, probably, I mean, 60%, 70% upside. If it breaks that, yep. It hasn't made a higher high yet, for real. I mean, take out the November 5th high and we'll talk, right? Take that out and this low. Yeah, I think that's where we could get a massive markup on GRT. It was beautiful in the end. It didn't hit a 1618, but it was maybe more so like a butterfly. It's a in between there. You know, it'd be fun to. People were saying some really nice things to me in TTS about learning and stuff, the value here. I mean, y'all want to. Someone. Go ahead, like everyone was watching. If you've learned something from this stream, from me, type in what you've learned. Give me an example of what you've learned here, just so I know. So everyone else who's watching this new knows. We'll see what somebody else said. Entry areas. Diligence. Fibonacci and patterns. Low risk areas and patience. 886. Yeah, 886 is important. Inflection points, key levels, patience, risk to reward, stop loss. Wow. Zen trading, everything TA. First time no one knows, second time everyone knows. Yeah, dude, that's responsible trading, analysis, trend, patience, patience, patience. Harmonics, multiple time scales, ice lines, cake baking. Very nice. Good, some good answers, right? Accumulation distribution math you do. Oh, that would be Richard Wyckoff taught you that, man. Non-rude BS, real TA. I don't know, man. Some people think I'm pretty rude, dude. I've been told I'm rude. Money management and allocation. Very cool. I really appreciate the answers. It's glad to hear that. I've never asked that, really. I've never asked y'all for your feedback on like what this stream has presented to you as value. So thank you. And feel free, you know, like if you are a patron, or you're a Citadel member, there is a feedback or a patron testimonials in the Discord. You know, feel free, if you had success in it, to go write something, go type your experience, how it went in the Discord. And thanks so much to Spicoli. Spicoli has joined a little while ago. He has joined the Citadel. Thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate it. Okay, so we can move on. Let's just look at gold real quick at the weekly so you can see it, because it's in the thumbnail and title. The weekly, gold's highest weekly close officially, barely, since April 18th, 2022. It's massive. Okay, just know one thing though, you are soon approaching, you are soon approaching an 886. I think you're nearing a 786, right? Yeah, on the way. You hit a 75% retrace. So I think 2018 you can start seeing a major reaction, because you know, right? Looking at the weekly, what do you see? You definitely understand how things could get weird at the 886, right? That's definitely there on gold. If you were gonna pull back, what would be spectacular would be a 50% retrace or a 382 retrace, a formal back test of the key zone, back tested as support, and then it would then be time to go to all-time highs on gold. That would be crazy, dude.
I missed your analysis but saw your tweet of EXK. Can you check it out? THX.
What's up, YouTube? Yeah, dude, we can look at that. Sure. That wouldn't be a 50% or even 382. I think 382 is below 1921. I don't care. Like, whenever this happens, any pullback, I would never want to see it to fall back below 1900 ever again. Like, that's just me. Okay. Very good. Gold stuff. Gold stuff, dude. And just, yeah, pull back a little bit in the past 2 days. Nah. Well, we got some more cryptos up on the day. Not by much, though, really. I mean, those were the notable ones that are, you know, on the watch list. I'm sure there are other S coins out there that are, oh, you know, doing something, man. We do need to. This is just one I'm just not going to shut up about. You just won't shut me up, okay? About it. We've been talking about this one for a while, and something glorious has happened. It occurred. Jesus chimes right now on YFI. Okay, this 7,453 level. Okay, it's right here. You go back to November 7th. No, I'm sorry, November 5th of 2020. It hit that. That's when it was created for the first time ever. And ever since then, it's existed, right? Look at all the price action you received from May 27th all the way to June 9th. And then as it was holding and then collapsed. And then a rally ensued off those lows, a violent one where it tested those levels and reversed. And then even right here, July 24th, it was a resistance. But then when you pulled back and rallied and broke it again, look at the price action you received. Stupid. And then eventually you bled out October 13th and October 21st, tested it, and then eventually broke it. When you broke it, you went straight back down to those levels from June of last year. But then all of a sudden, one time you rallied, you tested that same freaking level. The key of key levels. More important than anything on this chart right now. You tested and failed, and then what'd you do? You got to draw down, but then you got the second low in 886 with bullish divergence, seller exhaustion, and look where you are. You rallied off that 886 straight up to test it again, couldn't break it, couldn't break the 200 moving average, pulled back, and now you're rallying. And what's happened over the past 3 days? Well, 5 days. You broke out, couldn't sustain it, pulled back, but then 2 days ago, you re-broke out, okay? You have re-broken the level, and then 2 days or 3 days ago, you re-broke the level. 2 days ago, formal back test. Okay, it was always resistance, 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 right? It is now support. Yesterday, what happened? More tests. It is now support 48 hours. On the last candle, you covered the previous candle. So you could actually say, and it's not crazy, I've seen crazier looking break, hook, and goes, but you could say a break, hook, and go has occurred. It is confirmed with a candle close as of an hour and 20 minutes ago. All that's left is these 200-day simple moving average. You're just testing it, man. Once it breaks, there will be fireworks. You've already broken out. You are now on markup watch. Just like Shiba. When Shiba was breaking above 885, you were on breakout watch. You broke it, you back tested it, and then engulfed. You had a break hook and go right here. It was not a joke level. It was the candle high close from June of 2022, and it was also the candle high close from September of 2021. Probably the only person that would ever be a live streamer that would ever talk about that level and its significance, and then much less talk about the break hook and go that occurred at that level. And number went straight up too. So I'm just saying the exact same thing's happening on YFI at right here. It's just much higher. So please have your alerts set up above the 200-day moving average, because there's nothing really there. Above this level, in my opinion, 11,386, 14,154, and then eventually 18,000 in the Andromeda Galaxy. Yep, there it is. You see it. Stage is set. This is NFT worthy. Okay. If we come back in a few months or however long it takes and this asset's up 150%, you cannot say, oh, that was surprising. I never saw that coming. You knew. You knew it was coming. In terms of the probability was high that it was coming. It does not ensure it. This could fail. We go to zero. Okay? I'm not saying I know where this asset's going, but I'm saying I know how to identify assets, or I know how to identify what a chart looks like before it goes up 150%. This is what it looks like on this market. I know it's not liquid, not a very liquid coin. It's the structural development that is ungodly. Someone's out there that makes this market. They made this pattern and Shiba's pattern, and it's just like jaw dropping. It's Michelangelo levels, dude. Picasso. Pooter, why is it surprising? What the heck? Yikes. This underhanded comment. Sorry. We're keeping it going, man. It's Friday night, dude. Come on. It's 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Friday. Stock market's closed. Commodities market's closed, but crypto's awake. And it's like, man, there's probably not going to be many people talking about crypto right now because of the time, the weekend. But I'm telling you, I've seen some of the most magical, crazy things happen on the weekend after the market closed like it did. All eyes on something like YFI or Shiba or even EOS. Look at the freaking weekly on EOS, man. Just up against that 200. Look at this, dude. A 1.618 double bottom from the low to high. This is an all-time low, but the 1.618, the bullish divergence. This is a weekly trade setup. Tons of upside, stupid upside, like unbelievable. Like just from where it is right now. I mean, you got 55 to 73% upside on EOS on the weekly. Forget about it, man. You don't even care about the daily or 4 hour. Forget all that. It's the weekly. It's too significant. Someone made the pattern. Look, there are people making the markets, right? There are exchanges or individuals or a group of people that they make the market. They paint these patterns, right? They can control these. I would imagine in crypto even more so, because they're so illiquid that someone with enough money can just be like, I will have my bot set up to sell at this level, to buy at this level, and over, and then this pattern is completed. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I mean, just how does TA work if that's not like predictable patterns, ancient patterns that have been studied for a long time? Confirmation lows, seller exhaustion, all the things, man. Someone painted this. It's not liquid at all. Okay, real quick, let's look at Shopify. Switch it over to stocks for a sec. I have alerts set up. Look at this, man. Shopify was ungodly. Remember, it was a golden cross. Golden cross, higher low, inverse head and shoulders, and your highest, a bullish engulfing candle confirmed today, and your highest daily candle close since effing April 20th, 2020. Is that a joint? No, it's just Shopify getting super high on price. Breached the $50 mark. That's a psychological resistance. Again, target 62 bucks. Say 59 to 62 bucks. There's a peak back from February 2020. Gorgeous, man. Just freaking beautiful. Work of art. Amazon had a good day today. It got back above a key 84.46 and is now up against a key resistance from 2018. If you break this, this is where things get insane. If this breaks, there could be massive upside potential. I think an 886, if you broke this, you'd get probably an 886. At least a 618 at 121 to 138 upside. Wow. Amazon did. But wait, there's more. Under Armour was doing stuff. It was looking, look at this, man. You go to the weekly, monthly on this, it's ungodly. It's stupid. And look, it broke all key levels. This is it. It could hit, history repeats itself. 2013 low, 1150. Look, 2017 low. And now you breach that. Gap fill, easy target on Under Armour, 1422. Fill the gap, but if history repeats itself, it goes back up to 20 bucks. Let's go to NVIDIA. NVIDIA, unbelievable. Highest daily candle close on NVIDIA really since like April 20th of 2022. The inverse head and shoulders, momentum shifted. The back test of what was once resistance, buyers defended that. And that was it. Supply line breached the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders, and now you're going to 209. That's going to be a peak from 2021, July. And if you, that's where you're headed. You're almost there. You break that, 230. If you break 230, that's when things get nuts. It goes to 270. So just another interesting development. Okay, new relic that was holding support. Look at this thing. Oh yeah, rounding action. Just kind of like, okay, I can see it kind of rounding out a little bit. The higher low there, all happening in inflection zone, and now you're starting to take off. Highest daily candle close since December 14th. And I mean, I'm thinking a target probably of at least 70 bucks, $74. Yeah, crazy, man. Foot Locker that had broken out and back tested the breakouts, mooning highest daily candle close since February of last year. 11-month highs on Foot Locker. I like the 1 low, 2 low, 3 low combo right there. Very strong. Tractor Supply, or I'm sorry, the Container Store. Remember this one? We waited for months, multiple months for an official 886 to be achieved. My God, if it didn't get there. DGB alert going off, chat. The altcoin, night of the altcoins. Let's go to it. This is an active trade setup. Digibyte, currently at its highest price since August of last year, breaking the local high from November 6th and December 15th. Chat, this is what happens, Larry, when sellers cannot breach a level for real, and then a spring occurs, and then a formal back test of that level that was always once support became support again. Time to go long. But yeah, just hit that high and pulled back. So this one, I don't even... the only reason I look at this one is because it's the only one with all the data on it. It's too illiquid here. You go to another exchange and it's more liquid, but it just doesn't have the data to show you the significance of this level. Like if I'm saying, if you go to Digibyte on, like you just can't really see the historical significance of this level, right? So even still, right now you are above those two highs, and 13.7 cents from here. I'm sorry, 1.37 cents, excuse me, to 1.698 cents. Okay, sorry. So I'll just start adding alerts on the more liquid exchange because that's just dumb on the other one. Whew. Ooh, I just blacked out, man. All the TA, dude. Sorry. Okay. I think we had a couple more requests lined up. Thanks for the 671 people here. Oh god. The next one was CCL for Anon. Carnival pulled back. Well, it had pulled back a little bit, and then today it had a great day. So you're talking about, look at this, the significance, where the Momo shifting pattern is. You don't even have to call it. Just look at the channel, the horizontal line. Can someone tell me what they might be able to see here? If it's not an inverse head and shoulders identified, what could it be? Let's just see, put you to the test real quick. Let's see if anyone get the answers right. Okay, I don't have it formally plotted, but my God, I have it close to formally plotted. Anyone? I'm only accepting the proper identification, the proper wording, not, oh, kind of close, but no. No, I'm talking about a structural development. Yes, you're right on one thing. The arrow is pointing to what some of y'all are answering, but I'm not talking about that. Where is it only valid? Where is a partial decline only valid? Jameson, wrong, dude. Again, like, you're close, but you're wrong. Y'all are obsessed with the W word, dude. Don't know why I'll keep calling it that, because it's not that. Well, giving y'all a chance, man. I don't know. Let's see, did anyone get it? Nope. Everyone keeps answering the wrong way. Lost your gun, though, is correct. Lost your gun, the Jesus man. Did anyone else get it? Nope. You were the only one to get it. Nice job, dude. The answer would be the right-angled and descending broadening formation, not wedge. Okay? It's the horizontal line resistance and the downsloping support. That is what makes it a right-angled and descending, because it's a descending trend line, formation. A wedge would be two upsloping or two downsloping, diverging or converging trend lines, whereas the formation is when there is only one downsloping or upsloping trend line. The other one is horizontal always, okay? So, partial decline is confirmed on this right-angled and descending broadening formation. That means from where it is right now, it may take a while, but there's now a 70% chance of a breakout if you identify it this way. 70% chance to break upward, not downward. You are currently above the 200-day moving average. That is something you haven't been able to do in a very long time. Talking about the summer of 2021 before you were really staying above that level. Gosh dang it. Sorry. I guess it's not that big a deal. But I just removed it.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Okay, so it's pretty freaking cool, but you go to the weekly. I think we were looking at this. Dude, look at this is a formal spring back test, chat. The all-time low on CCL from March of 2020. Forget the inverse head and shoulders for a second. Forget the right angled and descending body formation. What that partial decline is, that partial decline is really one of the most powerful technical indicators you could ever dream of. So we're talking about the upside potential, I think, breaking this one last level. You got like 33% upside. 33, and that's not even really anything on the weekly. It's a joke, dude. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait a second. Yeah, so your next target of 13 bucks, but then you got that swing low, okay, back from 2008. Yeah, dude. So you've got 33% upside and then 64% upside after that. That's freaking incredible, okay? And where is this all happening? Go to the monthly on CCL. What is it on the monthly? A bullish engulfing candle confirmed in 3 days, 20 hours. This is like, yeah, if one could just go long, just buy CCL, not financial advice. One just buys CCL on the monthly and come back in a year, 1 year after owning it for all that time. You have a monthly bullish engulfing candle. You have completely matured bullish divergence, class A, and you're now showing positive momentum for the first time since May of last year. And all of this is happening at a level from 1994. Do you understand? CCL, incredible. Incredible setup for a position trade, an investment. One invests in this and just holds it based on technicals only. Wow. Freaking crazy. That was a request, so thank you, dude. Let's go to the next one. IDS for G-Dog. Los Dodgers by slide out, innit? That's what Brits do, right? Well, it's spring back test. I mean, this is unbelievable. I've got all this plotted, all right, already. This is like ungodly. This is stupid. This is like bullishest. Look, man, you completed a colossal sized M shape that we know and love well, right? It took 940 days to complete. That is massive. That's like 3 to 4 times the size of all these M shapes like YFI and Shiba on the crypto market. The level from 2019, buyers defended it. You sold off slightly higher low, and look at you now. I mean, accumulations here. You could hold this for 6 months plus, and I would think in time you'll make a rally to $385, which might take a long time, dude. IDS from here, I think eventually 66 to 75% upside. Yep, to go test those levels way up here. Look, man, when you broke this, you didn't get much of any back test, okay? I'm just saying, this is massive, okay? G-Dog, I think we've been here before, so incredible. Yes, if you super chat me, just remember, if you go the super chat route to support this community and channel, remember, Google and YouTube take 30% of any amount you tip me via super chat. If you tip me via Stream Elements or via OneUpCoin or crypto, I get it all virtually. So those are the most superior ways to support the channel. Heck, man, joining the Discord server subscription, you're technically supporting it better, more efficiently in Discord than you are on stream. So just saying. Yeah, like I would prefer no one ever tips me super chat, but I know sometimes people don't have a choice and that's the only way they can. So that's why we still have it. So, okay. Beautiful on IDS. Yep. It's great, dude. Let's go back to Live Nation. Got to keep an eye on that one. This is a long. It's a trade setup. Active trade setup. And look, man, buyers defended the February 2020 level. You broke the spot. You broke the falling wedge, the size of Montana, and upside takes you to $94 to $100. It is, you know, divergence on so amazing, man. It's like NFT worthy, isn't it? Freaking love it, dude. And there are many others, right? I mean, we'll scan through these and post some patrons all day. HLT, it broke out, right? It broke the confirmation line of the 3 rising valleys. It is now a confirmed 3 rising valleys pattern. Made its highest daily candle close since May 5th of last year. That's Hilton Worldwide going for a formal 886 up there, I think, but this could just be a continuation of the long-term uptrend it's been in forever, roughly. Gorgeous stuff, man. So amazing. And then Marriott too was also incredible. Yeah, it's just out of this world. Broke out a couple days ago, still up there. The weeklies, you know, you get it. One thing I want you to see is EA Sports. It's in the Gartley. Look at this freaking Gartley. Okay, buyers defending this 111 level. The Gartley develops, and then you get another low, and so it's a combination of the Gartley with the classic accumulation structure. It's not quite. It's not a potential 3 rising valleys because you're making lower highs, but if you just look at it like this, well, maybe if you look at it like that, you've already broken out and you even back tested the breakout, and I think that's like 1 and 2 right there. If you adjust the anchor to the new data, you haven't broken out anything, but just think about it like that. Like, it's just, you have a neutral pattern, but my God, inside the neutral pattern is the freaking Gartley, and now 3 valleys. It's promising. You know, there are so many out there, right, that are made, like, you know, who cares about that when you got freaking Caesars Entertainment nearing an ungodly breakout where moon soon, and with the golden cross. You got the golden cross, bro. Wow. Okay, so chat is literally dead. We're now getting one chat message, live chat message per 2 minutes now. Wow. Should I just end the stream? I don't know. I mean, like, if chat just dies like that, I don't know, man. Right? Over minutes and one message, 2 messages, like, just, that's when it's like, yeah, man. Probably, even if it's good, I'm flowing and we're running with it. I don't know, dude. Can't just look back and just nothing. Okay, Doge is up 1.4% on the new day, on the weekend. Probably going to go test 9.1 cents very soon. I'm telling you. Absorption of remaining supply at 9.1 cents. And once that's completely absorbed, straight line up 16 to 20%. Okay, just yeah, you'll wake up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So great stuff on Dogecoin right now. Elevated on the weekend. The engine coins, my alert's probably going to go off soon. You know, it's right around 50 cents. Mana's up 5%, Sand's up 3%, KSM's up 1.5%, BAT's up 1.8%, Algo's up 3.5%. Oh yeah, it's headed towards that 27.49 cent level. Major level. That's probably where you could see a pullback, or at least a reaction of sorts. And nothing else really going. Maker's up 2% now. But other than that, nothing really going yet. I think this evening we shall see a few whack-a-mole pumps on some of these coins. Yeah, auto chat. Yeah, just do it, man. Thanks, Moses, man.
Please take a look at RMG on the weekly. International Distribution Services.
What's up, Anon? Sure, dude. Oh, let's look at EXK, and then we will look at RMG. EXK, that I don't know, metal's just kind of pulling back, man. I get it. You know, what did it do yesterday? It tested the neckline of the pattern, but it's down significantly, probably 10% in 2 days from the highs. Yeah, that's why longing at resistance and not even breaking it, just at it, can be bad. You know, you can take on maximum losses. So it's there. You're above a key $3 level. Very, very real. 2010, 2007, 2015. It's so real. 2019, being back above it, I think is promising. But yeah, no breakout yet. So above the 200 moving average. I don't know if there's a golden cross. It's very close to golden cross, but again, you got to get some price action. Not gonna happen when metals pull back, right? Got to think about gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. The miners of Ethereum and Bitcoin, gold and silver, you get it? These are miners, so they're gonna be they're gonna be less liquid, and they're going to be more subject to volatility, but they're also more subject to higher gains or losses. That's why, you know, like Bitcoin's turned things around. It's smart to be swing trading altcoins because you're just not going to get the same type of percentage gains trying to just own Bitcoin than you would owning altcoins or trading altcoins. Hot tub stream. I've never done a hot tub stream. I might do one. I mean, there's definitely one at the place I bought, or like, you know, an amenity. Awesome amenities. Let's go to RMG now. So no breakout. Close, but far away. The idea, I believe, becomes invalid when you start breaking $3. So you gotta lose another 50 cents. So RMG. Is this it? This can't be it, dude. Because
RMG is a weird one to find. Have a look on used to be the Royal Mail in the UK.
Okay, Royal Mail in the UK. Is it a London Stock Exchange? Right. Ah. International Distribution Services. Is it on Capital.com? I don't see any other one. Royal Mail, 8 cap. It's terrible. Oh my god, dude. I mean, right, okay, so I get why you're contributing and you want to see it because you're like, hey, dudes, this joke is about to hit a scam wick. In fact, it hit the scam wick and bounced, but it's down 3.88% today. I just like, we could find countless assets that are at ice lines from history. I would prefer to identify an ice line being tested and held and it not be a scam wick on RMG that's really hard to find. Well, God, I mean, how could tons of people come in and buy it if it's hard to find, right? I mean, they're just better assets. So it doesn't even matter if it pumps. We're looking for superiority based on traditional technical analysis. There are ways of identifying outperformers, better performers, best looking setups versus ones that are terrible. Okay, this one I think is a joke and we shouldn't spend time on it.
Wrong one. RMG, International Distribution Services.
Yeah, but you said old daily whatever. Okay, well then. Okay, well then on Capital.com, still impossible to find, right? Yeah, this one looks fine. Yeah, this is great. This one's awesome. This is just like the other one. This is the same chart. It is the exact same chart as whatever we looked at a minute ago on the London Stock Exchange. Might sweat out in it. 886. It's the same thing. Of course. Here it is. It's perfect. You're talking about stupid good. Like I would say. I think you got. You're in the middle of two levels, right? Kind of 193, 250. Okay, if it breaks 250, that's when you go to 367. If it breaks 250, then you go up a good 45%. So yes, I mean, like if you're looking at that, it's gorgeous. It's fantastic, man. Very good. Not true, bungalow suite. Yeah, but that was I in the hot tub though? I wasn't in the hot tub, right? I was just by it, you know. So I don't think it's considered a hot tub stream unless you are inside of it. Okay. Anything going on right now? Not really. Just taking a look at the watch list. Sometimes we get crazy price action sooner. Not so much now. Yeah, nothing too crazy going on the weekend except Engine Coin and Mana and Sand. That's about it. Let's see. Other watch list. Stakes down 15%, bro. Zillica's up 3%. Who cares? Yeah, no real lesser than Scrub Coin pumping either on the other watch list. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Oh, Gala's up 10%, bro. Okay, let's go to Gala. Again, it was a big old loser, but the thing about Gala was it breached the resistance and has back tested the support, resistance as support formally on the 19th. And this one's just like Theta and maybe Hot, but the target here is 6.9 cents. Oh, it feels so good. Yep, 6.9 cent target here. This is what's gonna happen. You break a level and you back test it and you can run to the next level. That's it. Someone asked about Hot or something. I can't remember when they did or how or why. But Hot, remember, it broke out, I think. I just went from a wick high, candle close, and another touch here. And then that's the way I interpreted the supply line. You breached the supply line, formally back tested the supply line as demand line, formally back tested the 200-day simple moving average that you had not even seen or touched since frickin' December of 2021. You back tested those levels and you're accelerating off of it, and you saw your highest price on Hot yesterday since August 18th, and you're still up there. You've broken out, you back tested the breakout of sorts, and 2.6 tenths of 1 cent would be a target. You're right there, that old high from May of 2019. That's where you're probably headed. Okay, Hot. Don't know how or when this came up. Somehow it did, but yeah, okay. And then Theta, as I was just talking about Theta, we made the meme about what would you do with $1 million? Instead of two chicks at the same time, Theta was like, I'm gonna back test the ice line and the supply line as support at the same time. That's what Theta did. Right? The supply line and horizontal line at the same time, man. Highest daily candle close yesterday since November 7th, and your first formal close above the 200-day moving average since, wow, since November 25th, 2021. Good God. That's how shattered these things have gotten, but these are, you got to pay attention. This happened yesterday, talking 2 hours ago, confirmed. Okay, all right, I've been live for 1 hour and 50 minutes, almost 2 hour stream. It's Friday. Not enough price action to really, I don't know, sustain the stream, you know? Sometimes I need price action and hype to keep it going, you know? And just, it's not going on the new day, on the weekend. Not yet. And I definitely, I think it could end up being that that way later, like in a few hours or the next 2 days. This weekend, I think, good feeling about the weekend because of the closes. Man, I cannot get this chat box to like fit all the way. It's stupid. So just adjusting that. Okay, that should be perfect right there. Win bids indeed. Yeah, Chainlink, some development is on the cusp of a halfway breakout, right? It's going to break. If you break this halfway mark, it could almost go 40 or 50 to 60% value. Chainlink, let me show you, it was very strong. I think it had its highest daily candle close in months and the highest daily candle close of the year of 2023. Where's this thing? It's up 1% too. Yeah, yes, this is very interesting here, okay? It showed the same type of stuff, right? It was like, hey, it wasn't the best argument, but it was there. It was a one low, the slightly lower low at the bottom of a rectangle. Buy low, Larry. We were here. It was discussed at the end of the year, the beginning of the year. I think there were better ones to enter, but either way, look at this. If someone entered down there at the reasonable low risk areas, look how much you're up. Not as much as others, but now if you break this one last level, there's a candle low close from September 25th of 2020 at 763. If that's broken, I think that's when you go up to 890 to possibly 960, okay? Breakout alert, have it set up. Have your alerts set up around 766, all right? Yeah, you can't say that YFI is getting rejected at the 200-day simple moving average when it's tested it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 days in a row. That's not rejection. That's just there's clearly some bot action. That's how it works. Rejection would be like, say this red candle happened. And you rejected it, would be like the drawdown would occur. Like you'd be taking out the lows from 6,500 and we were really, really going down fast. That's real rejection. This is like almost like you think absorption of supply, because you just keep testing and testing and testing every day, testing. And then when you sell off, it's nothing. There's barely any sell off, and the rally occurs and you keep testing it again over and over and over. Yeah, you can't call that a rejection at all. I can give you some good examples of some rejections of 200-day moving averages. I mean, I think even on Bitcoin, you could have gotten one. Look, that you talk about rejection. Is that not rejection? Look at this in late March 2022. You went up. I don't even think you tested it for the sake of the argument. You went up there and then you started selling off like immediately within a couple days. Within 2 days, you were down after hitting that or almost hitting that 200-day moving average. You were down 9%. And you stayed down. You had a scrub rally, never saw it again, and then collapse. I mean, that's rejection. What YFI is doing is not rejection. Even though we know it's elevated and it's up 50+% from the entry levels, it's not at a reasonable long. This is FOMO, kind of FOMO levels for a long. If you were trying to fresh long, how do you strategize a stop loss? Just back below 74.53 or so? I guess. I mean, that just... After a wave like that, it's just think about from the 88.6% retrace from that low to where it is right now. It's up 50% in 26 days. I mean, anytime an asset's up 50% in 26 days, there's always a chance for a pullback, and it wouldn't matter to somebody who entered reasonably. But yeah, for someone who FOMO'd up here and bought up here, yeah, they could be devastated, and only a mild to shallow pullback occurs. They're out, and then it rallies later, and then they missed. It's like, why did you just take on that loss? For what reason? But yeah, I mean, hey, Eric Fiat, queue up Anakin Skywalker. Thank you. All right. Well, appreciate everyone coming out. Thanks for likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. It's just chat's dead. But just everything dies, man, when you get this late in stream. And Zupa, thank you so much for becoming a double annual patron. If you don't know the beginning of the stream, Zupa, we came up with a way, like, look, if you're having trouble with joining the Patreon or Citadel, and you need to tip in, or you need to use like US dollar coin or something like that to join, we can try to facilitate, but it's only for a year or more. All right, because we have to do a lot more work manually, and then years are going to go by and we have to remember things, so we have to set calendars up. So yeah, if you want to join the Patreon via, you know, a stable coin or something like that, we can now facilitate that, but it has to be a year or more. Okay, so, and thanks to everyone else for the contributions today, the love, the support. Remember, 100% crowdsource stream. Be sure to join the Discords. That is free, and just to be notified when I go live, and to keep the conversation when the stream ends soon. So it is the weekend. The market conditions are great for potential upside on certain altcoins. You don't know which ones are going to pump, but this is how it looks and how it feels and how things close on the weekend. This is how it looks before craziness. So Engine's already done it. Engine's already up at 15%, right? But I'm just saying any other one could be doing the same thing at any given time. So pay attention. So I will just be back. Till next time, respect the TA.